Hey, what's up? What's up? What up? What up? What up, y'all boys? Other than stay shining.
It was the slide seen round the world, round after round. All eyes were on Shedeur Sanders, whose name was never called until the 5th round of the NFL draft Saturday, when the Cleveland Browns made Sanders the second quarterback they draft over the weekend. The Browns traded up with the Seattle Seahawks to select Sanders with the 144th overall pick.
I just say the biggest thing for us, we live by our board. We felt like he was a good, solid prospect at the most important position. We felt like it got to a point where he was probably mispriced, relative to the draft.
Let me know, man.
Really the acquisition cost was.
Let me know if it sounds
all
right. If y'all can hear me, okay.
Think, can outproduce his draft slot. So I wouldn't say it's any more than that. Obviously Sheduer
They did not even look like they wanted to draft him. That's the real thing is they didn't even look like they wanted to draft him. Normally everyone's clapping and all that, but. They look like they were forced to draft him. And first of all, wait 1 second. I don't know if y'all can see this. I don't know. Can y'all see my mouse? Maybe not. I just want y'all to see one thing, bro. Look at Kevin Stefanski's armpits. Okay, wait. I thought it was his armpit. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? Look at his freaking armpit, bro. Look, tell me if I'm tripping. That looked like he got the craziest sweat stains in the world. I'm just saying. But after some more investigation, I have determined that it's not sweat. I think it's just the shadow from the microphones. I think these microphones are giving that shadow. So I think we're good. But they did set him up crazy, because it's actually crazy. The odds of this being set up that perfect to look like sweat stains in his armpits is just incredibly crazy. You feel me? Like, what are the odds of that?
That's not necessarily how we thought of the transaction, but we are excited to work with him.
He does not look excited.
Okay, that was Browns GM Andrew Berry.
Does not look excited at all.
Lewis, good morning. Damian, good morning. All right, gentlemen, I sat on this set Friday, all of us, right, as the first round went, and I tried to look at the positive. Hey, blessing in disguise, maybe he'll be in a better situation. None of us thought he was going to slide to the 5th round. Lewis, what happened, and is this fair to Sheduer?
Well, Molly, I don't think, look, the draft isn't about fairness. That's really not what it's about, and I think the reason why I say that is because...
They're talking about if it's fair,
I've
bro.
said numerous different times.
I don't know why everyone wants to make this... I get it.
All right? It's very opinionated. There's human beings who are trying to
I get it that, like he had so much hype, so that people are just trying to come up with theories of what happened. But, bro, like, I just don't think it's like a conspiracy, bro. I just don't. I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think like it's just not worth what's gonna come with the baggage, bro. And like the NFL people are smart enough to see through it. What do you guys think? Is it? I don't know. I don't think so. I legitimately do not think so. Let me make a poll. For all the people that come in. Is there a conspiracy with Shedeur Sanders? Yes. No. He's just not that good. I just want to see what people think. What people think on here, because I personally just think he's not that great. Like I know he obviously got hype, but personally, I just think people are blowing this out of proportion. Mel Kiper is
relative to the NFL and relative to their own, individual franchise.
Like that's a really good throw.
And that's an ongoing, year-long process.
And an amazing catch right there. Whoever that receiver was, amazing
primarily
catch.
concentrating on Sheduer, this year.
I know, like,
and maybe even last year. It's one of those
I mean,
things
this
where
whole
they're compiling a
Colorado
bunch of
team is just
information, both on the field and off the field for
like Hollywood,
a
bro.
number
They're
of
all
different
Hollywood,
months.
bro.
And then
They're
as it
all
gets
of them.
down to the wire,
Travis,
there's a
even
lot
Jimmy
of things
Horn,
that
bro.
come
Like,
into
I
it
think
that
they're
really
all
don't
a
have
little
to
bit
do with this
inflated.
play on-
I don't think.
play on the football
I don't
field,
even
in
think Travis
particular
Hunter is as
quarterback.
good as people are saying he
particular
is.
quarterback. And there's a lot of other
That's
people
just
that
my
come
opinion,
into the
bro.
whole thing.
I don't think he's.
When you're talking about then trying to
He
set
made
the
some
final
crazy plays,
board.
right? But
I think with Sheduer, look, I've said this numerous different times. This was not a on the field thing for me, because you are not going to ever tell me that Shedeur Sanders was worthy of a 5th round selection based
100% he's worth the 5th round selection. Nobody is debating that. I think he's he go in the 3rd round. Why didn't he go in the 2nd round?
People were not comfortable with the risk that would be associated with taking him in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th round. That doesn't mean I agree with it. That doesn't mean that anybody agrees with it. That just means that that's what the teams felt. So now for him, he's going to have to go back.
I just have to make sure y'all can hear me. Hey, if y'all boys are in the chat, please make sure to let me know in the chat. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know what's going on with y'all boys. I'm gonna do something here, and I'm gonna make it so everyone can chat, even if you're not subscribed, just so I can get a little bit more engagement. Hopefully, y'all boys could show some love. If you're in here, hit that like button. We're gonna deal with this ad real quick. We're gonna go on mute. But if y'all in here, man, make sure to hit the poll. Let me know what you guys think about Sheduer. Is there a conspiracy? Is he just not that great? But yeah, I want to know what you guys are thinking. I turned it off, so just go ahead and hit that chat, boys, if y'all in here.
You are not that guy.
That's exactly what I'm saying. He is not that guy, bro. He is not what he thinks he is. That's the biggest thing. He's just not what he thinks he is. And with, everything that's going to come with his dad, too, is just, is it worth it, bro? Is it worth it?
Guess what? You're going to get picked high, because the NFL teams are in the winning business. They're not in the business of
That's what I'm saying, bro. I agree with this guy 100%. Everything that he said so far.
Do we see guys slip?
100%, John. That's you. I couldn't have said it better than that, bro. I could not have said it better than that at all.
Is it a talent acquisition?
Like, and I just hate that that's the route that he chose, because he honestly, he had everything. Everything was set up for him, bro. Everything was so set up. It was honestly a layup for him to go in the 1st round. Absolute layup. All he had to do was show that he just wants to work. He just wants to get better. He understands there's holes in his game. He understands that, this is what I have to do. This is what I want to do. But the thing that he did, he just went the primetime route. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him because of who his dad is and how everything has been going for him so far. This has gotten him so much media attention. It's gotten him starting quarterback job. His dad has built a whole career, a whole personality, a persona of being that guy. And Sheduer has been that guy his whole life. High school, he went to Jackson State, turned their whole program around, went to Colorado, put Colorado on the map. Nobody was talking about Colorado before him and his dad got there. And say what you want. I know, his dad is the one that really brought all the eyes, but the coach cannot win the games on the field. So with that being said, Sheduer in his mind is like, damn, I really am that guy. But the thing is, he couldn't fool them that much. You know what I mean? And I truly think this would have been completely different if he didn't play in that bowl game against BYU. And I think that's the biggest thing. BYU is where he really got exposed, because he was holding the ball way too long. There was it was a higher caliber game, and he wasn't able to make those quick throws that you're going to see in the NFL all the time. So, anyone, if it's a wide open touchdown, Travis Hunter's running down the field wide open, anyone can make that throw and, call it a good day and say, hey, we got a touchdown, 6 points. But in the NFL, the defenders are going to be much better. Defensive coaches are going to be much better. You're not going to be that open. You're not going to be playing these lesser quality teams. And it's going to be a small window where you have to hit the receiver. I do think he can make those throws like under 20 yards, I think that's where he's gonna have success if he does end up on the field. I truly think that's where he'll have success. He reminds me of like a game manager type of guy. And I think a lot of starting quarterbacks on the best teams in the NFL right now are game managers. That's the point I'm trying to make, guys. Sheduer is a great player. He's got all the confidence. I think, dude, I just don't get it, honestly. Like, people are looking at Jared Goff, Brock Purdy, Tua, Kirk Cousins. Guys, these guys have some of the highest, the biggest contracts in the NFL right now. People want them to play for them for a lot of money, and you got a rookie coming in that has all the confidence, that has years of being a pro, or around a pro at least, and he is a game manager, bro. Like, you're not gonna get Josh Allen, you're not gonna get Mahomes or Lamar, but guys, 29 other teams don't have Josh Allen, Mahomes, or Lamar. Only 3 teams have those guys. Other than that, the next tier is all game managers, really. I think CJ Stroud is a game manager. He's in that tier of like, okay, if my team around me is amazing, I'm going to be amazing. CJ Stroud struggled a lot this year. Why? His team, his offensive line wasn't great. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, I think CJ Stroud can get to that tier, the tier 1. But right now, he is not in that tier 1. But if CJ Stroud was in this draft, they would have took him in the top 5. 100%. If Brock Purdy was in this draft, with everything that people know about Brock Purdy, going to the NFC Championship a couple times, being so successful, going on those win streaks in the NFL, you don't think if Brock Purdy was taken as a year 3 guy, year 4 guy, and put back into the draft, with everything that people have seen from him, where would he go in this draft? 1. He would probably go 1, maybe 2. Maybe right after Cam Ward. I could be wrong. But that's what I think. I think NFL teams are that scared where they would take someone that they know is, capable of leading a team to that point over like a risky quarterback. And I think Sheduer is right at that level of Brock Purdy. Not Jared Goff, not Kirk Cousins. He's not there yet. Why? Because they have all that experience. But in 2 years, dude, I think he's going to be able, if you put a solid team around this guy, give him some time. Like, we never saw him in Colorado have a good offensive line, bro. Ever. And he really handled the entire situation wrong, but you got to remember, this guy has a big ego, and he's a kid, bro. He's a kid with a big ego, with all the eyes on him. He's fighting for his life, for what? Public opinion on himself. That's really the biggest issue that Sheduer had, was he cared too much about what people thought about him, and he reacted in a toxic way. He reacted in a way where he would throw his teammates under the bus when things weren't going good for him. And you just cannot do that, bro. And I just don't get it, really. Everyone else in college sports, everyone else in sports. Yesterday I was watching the Timberwolves versus the Lakers. After the game, Anthony Edwards drops 43 points, bro. After the game, you know what he's saying? They said, hey, man, how'd you do it? Da-da-da-da-da. I want to stand Jaden McDaniels, Nas Reed, Dante DiVincenzo. That's why he said how he started the interview, talking about his teammates. Talking about his teammates in a night that he had 43 points. You cannot care what people think about you, bro. You can't fight for your life for people's opinion, because they will still hate you if they want to hate you. Just do you, bro. Just do you. Stop trying to fight so hard, and comes off toxic, bro. Look at this. Look at this whole situation. People think he is toxic, a diva. They think this, and that about him when they don't even know the guy, bro. They don't even know him. Nobody knows him except for obviously the people that do. But how are we talking about him as a character? I mean, yeah, I know things came out about the interview and things like that. I get that. If that is the truth, you can't handle yourself like that. But when you are in a public spotlight, sometimes bad sides of you get out, and we really can't comment on it because we never been in that light. We have never been in that light. I've seen people in my hometown like basketball league, not even 100 people, 200 people maybe, are keeping up with what happens in the league, right? Not even. And these people will become monsters. They will become infuriated. They will cut off relationships. They will fight for their life for the opinion of the league on them. And that's only a small hometown league, right? This is national coverage. Sometimes, dude, you just have to be humbled a little bit. And anyone getting into any position, dude, if you are not humble, the world will humble you at one point or another. You know, Tom Brady has lost crushing Super Bowls. Gotten beat down. Patrick Mahomes has lost, like, look at this last Super Bowl. The best quarterback we have seen play the game got beat down in a Super Bowl. He had every right to come out and say, I had absolutely no time to throw the ball. Just like Sheduer did. He had every right to come out and say, my team is just not ready this year to win, whatever. He could have said all that, bro. This is the best guy. But what it is, he's built his legacy with what he's done on the field, that it speaks for itself. He doesn't have to speak anymore. And I think that should be really the goal for anyone at any position and any level, to get to the level where you don't even have to talk. Your game talks for you. And that's what Sheduer, he just talked too much, bro. He talked too much. He wanted to put on a show too much. You can't do that, bro. You cannot put on a show that much. I mean, the thing that people are always bringing up at this point is Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield. I've seen that come up a lot, both of those guys. So, it makes sense. It truly does make sense why they're brought up, because they were so polarizing. The one that I really don't get is Johnny Manziel. And I just don't get it, bro. That's what really makes me question how the heck somebody took Johnny Manziel. And it's funny that it was the same franchise, dude. It's funny that it was the Browns. Maybe the Browns are just at a point where they do not care. They will swing on whatever they can. And I think, honestly, we've shown that, bro. The Browns are shooting from deep. They are launching every shot they get. Every time they catch the ball, it's going up. It's going up. Deshaun Watson, Johnny Manziel. Like, bro, they had what's his name? Terrell Pryor, a freaking receiver. They put him at quarterback. They said, let's see what happens. Give him a shot. They have absolutely nothing to lose at this point. It's actually funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But it's funny that it's the same team taking these chances at these like high-low guys. They're really, really polarizing. I mean, at round 5, you don't have much to lose taking a guy like Sheduer. Honestly, you have nothing to lose taking him. So I get it. As far as Go Talk, all right, this man don't know ball. He has no idea how the game works. Number 2 tape speaks for itself. Goffy man. All right, Go Talk. I don't know what you talking about. Like, I said a lot of stuff. Tell me, I don't even know what exactly you disagree with. But yeah, like I said, he could be a really, really good game manager. And in the NFL, game managers win. Just put the right pieces around them. That's all I could say. I don't like the Browns. I don't know if they should have passed on Travis. I think this is what I think. Truly what I think. Travis Hunter, if you draft him at number 2, I think it's terrifying. I truly think drafting Travis Hunter at number 2 is scary, dude. Because he is not ultra elite at a wide receiver level. I do not believe so. He is not ultra elite at a corner level. He got all this media. Why? Because 1, he plays under Dion. And 2, he plays both sides of the ball. He's the number 1 player out of high school. I'll give him that. But he did not develop the route running that you need in order to be an elite receiver at the next level. And when you watch him play, dude, he doesn't come off the screen. He's getting open off concepts. You know what I mean? And they're feeding the man. Aston GT probably should have been the Heisman, honestly. You said basically he needed to shut up and be humble. I'm telling you, it's nothing wrong with being confident. All right. Absolutely nothing wrong with him being confident. absolutely nothing wrong with being confident. I love the confidence. What you can't do is be unprepared in an interview with the Giants and then talk back to them. What you cannot do is tell the NFL, this is where I'm going to play, this is where I'm not going to play. What you can't do is not show up to the freaking combine, dude. What are we doing here? What are we doing? He wanted to force the NFL into believing this guy doesn't have to come to the combine. You know, 2 years ago, Marvin Harrison Jr., number one receiver in his class, he came out and he said, guys, I will come to the combine. You tell me if you need me to come at the combine. And they told him, we don't need you to come to the combine. We don't need you to come to the combine. But this guy, Sheduer, is telling them, I'm not coming to the combine. Make it make sense. You can't force someone to think you, like he's trying to come up to the girl and say, you think I'm attractive. You know I'm attractive and you know you want me. She said, what the hell? I don't even know who you are. Just because she's seen that happen to someone else. He saw someone else do that. So now he's like, that's who I am. Buddy, no, you are not. He's been mediocre. His stats have been mediocre. His winning numbers have been mediocre. Like, let us tell you that you're elite, and then you can come out and act like this. Cam Ward did not do the same thing. Cam Ward was known to be the number one overall pick, bro. And that was a lock-in, 100%. It's exactly the same thing that happened with Marvin Harrison Jr. They told him, but he didn't come to the combine. What you mean? He did not go to the combine. It doesn't matter if you said it or not. He didn't go. He didn't go. Why didn't he throw at the combine? Why? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Who didn't throw for more yards or touchdowns? What are you talking about? Guys, what you got to understand, the game is not based on statistics without context. Please understand that. Before you guys talk in the chat, please understand. Statistics come with context. Shedeur Sanders threw the ball almost every play of the game. Every play of the game, this guy was throwing the ball. This guy threw the ball almost every play. Who's the running back on Colorado? Because we know every other skill position. We know Jimmy Horn. We know Travis Hunter. We know Shedeur. Tell me who's the running back over there. Tell me. So if we don't know who the running back is, this guy's throwing the ball every single play. Of course he should have been the number one statistical quarterback in college. He should have, 100%. Nobody's throwing the ball more than him against less competition with a better wide receiver out there. You got the best, right? That's what y'all said. He's the best receiver in college sports. He's playing against bad competition and he's throwing the ball more than anyone else. Why should anyone else throw for more yards than him or more touchdowns? Why? I'm not a hater. I am not a hater. I'm not a hater at all. I'm not a hater at all. Y'all not hearing what I'm saying. Y'all are not hearing what I'm saying. I told y'all from the start, Shedeur Sanders should have been drafted round 2, round 3, 100%. The fact that he went to round 5 is crazy, but at that point, people are not trying to draft a backup quarterback. That's the truth. I think if a team was really desperate, they would have took him in round 1. I was surprised the Steelers didn't take him at 21. And then I was surprised they didn't take him at 93. I thought those were locks. I thought 21 was the absolute latest Shedeur would go to the Steelers. When they passed on him, I was very surprised, honestly. Because I thought if anyone could handle the diva, I thought if anyone can handle, Pops being Dion, I thought it would be the Steelers. I thought it would be Tomlin. I really did. And I'm really surprised that they didn't take him. I know there's a lot of people in my Discord, Steelers fans, that were just like, what the heck are we doing? They ended up with Will Howard. maybe in the 6th round. Will Howard had 4,000 yards. Go stat for stat. Go stat for stat. Stat for stat, Will Howard and Sheduer. And tell me why Sheduer is better. I want y'all to tell me why is Shedeur Sanders better than Will Howard. And then I'll accept I'm a hater. If y'all can make that to me, make me understand why Sheduer should have been drafted over Will Howard. Please tell me. That's all I would love to see. If you tell me that, then, all right, boom. Let me see what Boom said. Appreciate the mods. Appreciate the mods. All right, me too. And I'm a Steelers fan, SMH. They dropped the ball, and I don't even like them. And I don't like him over there in our division. I don't know if they will even end up starting him. When he will start, I think he's really good. I'll be honest. I think he's good. And these guys are making me argue too heavy on one side. You know when you have to argue because people are arguing so hard on one side, you have to start arguing the other side. I'm really not that low on Sheduer. I've said it multiple times on this stream. I think he's a good quarterback, and I think he is good enough to win in the NFL. 100% he is. I don't know why he didn't go earlier. I truly don't. I think you can build a team around Shedeur Sanders. But the main reason that he fell, and no one can tell me otherwise, is because he thinks he is an A+ when he is a B. That's what I think. I think Shedeur Sanders is a B, and he thinks he's an A+. He talks like he's an A+. He moves like he's an A+, but he's only a B. And I think the problems that come with an A+ guy is not worth putting on that B guy. And I think that's why he fell. I truly do. See, I don't know. I can agree with you. Hightower, the reason why I agree with you, and I don't like to bring everything to race. I really don't like to make everything about race. The only reason that I'm confused and I'm thinking it has to be something like that. The only thing that I'm like really like my mind is not understanding is the Johnny Manziel situation. Cause why draft Johnny Manziel over Sheduer? You know what I mean? That's really what my mind can't understand. Johnny Manziel got a chance when he was doing way, way worse than Shedeur Sanders was. Anthony Richardson had a song that came out the year he was drafted, and I think he went 5. I think Anthony Richardson was drafted at 5, and he only played a couple games and barely showed any real flashes. And we're seeing how Anthony Richardson is working out right now. But I'm not sure if it was his first offseason or if it was before he got drafted. But he put out a song too, and he went 5. So what makes Sheduer different? I think it's his dad. And I think it's, yeah, the league may have learned from Johnny Manziel. That's true. That is true as well. But I think the real thing is how he acted with the teams, dude. I think that's the real issue that they had. It's not about being cocky or being black or being white or being Spanish. I think it's how he acted with the teams. That's really my genuine, because I'm being honest. If it was me, he's better than those other quarterbacks that got picked before him. So what else could it be if not race? Sometimes we have to call it for what it is. I mean, you're right. You're right. I think he definitely 100% should have went over it. My point that I was making though, I think truly the reason it was is, dude, his dad said, I'm going to step in and you're not going to play for this team. You're going to step in. You're not going to play for that team. You know what I mean? And we have seen in the past, bro, the NFL owners, they stick together, bro. They 100% stick together. We've seen it. Colin Kaepernick. We've seen it with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, when he was a free agent 2 years ago, all the NFL teams, all the NFL owners, what they say, like idiots, they said, we don't want him. We're not gonna pursue Lamar Jackson. That's what they said. Because Lamar Jackson, what did he want? What did Lamar Jackson want? He wanted the fully guaranteed contract, and they did not want to give it to him. NFL did not want to set that precedent. And not even one NFL owner other than the Ravens showed interest. There was a time where we thought, maybe he could go to the Falcons, right? And I thought he was really going to end up on the Falcons because they didn't have a quarterback that offseason. and none of them went after Lamar Jackson. None of them. So I would say this, guys. I don't think it's about race. I think it's about how he acted towards the NFL owners, and they really felt slighted. I think their ego took a really big hit, and then the ego took a really big hit from the owners, and they said, guys, we don't want our future draft picks coming out and saying we're not going to play here, we're not going to play there. If we pick this guy early, then the next star that comes out next year is going to say, no, I don't want to play there. The next star is going to say, I don't want to play there. So I think they really just want to set an example with him. The NFL owners all banded together and they said, we don't want this guy to be like every year a new guy coming out with his dad talking about, we don't want to play here, we don't want to play there. And I think it looks bad because of, you know, his persona, and obviously his race is gonna really, really, you know, it's a sensitive topic, bro. When you've been discriminated against for so long just for how you look, it's obvious that when something happens like this, you have every reason to think it's because of that. 100%. And I don't blame anyone that does, because there is a piece of it that comes into it. At the end of the day, why were their egos so hurt? Why were you so hurt as an owner that you can't stand for an NFL quarterback to come in and say, I'm him? You know what I mean? Obviously, every single interview, when a guy is interviewed to be the starting quarterback of a team, they want to leave that interview thinking this guy has real belief in himself. So why now, when this guy comes and he has real belief in himself, is it an issue? I don't blame anyone for thinking that it's about race. That's why I think it's racism strictly, explicitly? No. At the end of the day, they're paying him a lot of money to play. There's been a lot of African-American people drafted, but part of it, absolutely. It's not fully, but part of it. The real thing is that the NFL owners' ego was hurt because they were hurt. Hey guys, if you're in here, please like the stream. We only got 2 likes, 60 people watching. Go ahead and like the stream. I'm gonna get to your guys' your chats here. All right, Boom Corleone said they should trade him, SMH. Yeah, I mean, when it got to round 4, people were hitting me up like, bro, why don't they just draft him and trade him? Like we're talking about fantasy football. But I mean, really, people get very, like right now during the draft, everyone is super optimistic about everyone that's been drafted. They're like, oh, this guy could be our starting quarterback. This guy could be our starting quarterback. Like the guy the Saints drafted, Tyler Show or something like that, right? They're thinking, all right, if things go bad, this guy could be our starting quarterback. Once you see the guy play, you're going to be calling up teams and be like, hey, you have a quarterback for me? So 100% Dylan Gabriel or what's his name? Sheduer could be traded. All right, let's see what other we got. He threw a lot, but his completion percentage was high. The man was throwing check downs and bubble screens. That's all I'm going to say. There's a reason people think he's a game manager, because he was managing the game. But just to give him credit, on the flip side of that, they were not running the ball. So the quick game does replace the run game. You know what I mean? If you're throwing quick throws, then it's really almost like running the ball. If you screen pass and like jet sweeps and like throw a quick slant, it stops the pass rush from coming at you so hard. All right. How can you claim it had something to do with race? The number 1 pick was also black. I can see it. If it was about race, then the Browns would never pick black people. All right, guys, relax. He also doesn't have an agent. Yeah, that could come into play. Yeah, I agree. Dion shouldn't have said that out loud, but that just confirms why the NFL did what they did by making him an example, like you said. But that's not Shedeur's fault. Yeah, I mean, guys, I get that as well. I get that as well. And I wonder, I honestly, truly wonder how Dion feels right now. Once again, please, if you guys are in the stream, like the stream. Like the stream for me, boys. If you're in here, let's get to 10 likes. Go ahead and sub up, man. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Appreciate y'all guys for tuning in. If you guys like the NFL, I'm a Ravens fan. It's been a pleasure talking to y'all so far. So let's keep the stream going, y'all boys. Thank you so much. Just gotta send out a text. So, like I said, guys, I wonder, I want to ask you guys this. I want to ask you guys this for real. If this guy was the best player, the best college player of all time, if he was the best college player you've ever seen in your life, would he have slipped this far? Would he have fell that far if he was the best college player of all time, but everything that he said happened? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the NFL at some point, it gets to a point where they're like, I want to win by any means necessary. Look at the Eagles, bro. The Eagles, they just won a Super Bowl. They just won a Super Bowl based off their defensive line. And who was the catalyst of that defensive line? Jalen Carter. Coming out of the NFL draft, there was absolutely no way anybody thought Jalen Carter is going to fall to the Eagles. But why? Why did they take him? Because of everything that happened with the criminal charges, right? Everything that happened with the criminal charges, they said, you know what? I don't give a damn. I don't care. We're drafting him because at some point, they just want to win. They just want to win. So, what up, Sue? What's up, my boy? Appreciate you for joining. It's arrogance why no one wants him on a team. I agree, brother. I agree. I honestly would, if it was me and I was, hey, fly Eagles fly, that's crazy. Sue is actually an Eagles fan too. But truly, if I was Shedeur's teammate, bro, when he said that it's my O-line, the reason like all those interviews, bro, like, the whole offseason, bro, I was locked in on Colorado. Real talk. I'm not going to lie. I was. And that's one thing that I give Shedeur credit for. And one thing I don't blame him for being so arrogant is because it's been working, guys. This guy has been the same persona for so long, and it's been working. People have been tuning into him. Of course, he's going to think he's that guy, bro. Why wouldn't you? I'm not going to lie. Why wouldn't you think I'm him? You're the son of Deion Sanders. Everywhere you go, each program, you went to a HBCU and you had it jumping, bro. Nobody before Deion and Shedeur came on the scene. If you were a highly rated prospect, no one thought I'm gonna go to an HBCU. Until him, bro. This guy's writing his own script, and I give him all the credit in the world for that. Now it bite him in the back, bro. It bit him back, bro, because now who's controlling? Who's the puppet master now? You know what I mean? Before, they couldn't really do anything to affect him. He was making his money off NIL. The school's benefiting. Why not? But now it's an organization. It's the inner clique. And it's the inner clique of the NFL owners, bro. Now they're like, nah, we can't have this dude. We can't have this dude right now. I haven't seen anything about Deion so far, and I'm honestly, I'd be really curious to see it. I'd be really curious to see it, how they're reacting to it. I mean, from what I saw about Shedeur being drafted in the 5th, he was ecstatic. He was super happy, and I love that, bro. I love that. I think he's already doing what he can to reverse it. I think he's smart enough to know that, like, bro, like, I should have been a first rounder. I should have been a second rounder. I just played my cards like crap. I played my cards terribly. And now this is where I'm at. The Steelers and Saints will reap what they sowed. I mean, bro, it wasn't just them. It was everyone, bro. It was everyone. But at the end of the day, when you say reap what they sowed, I don't think, like, bro, you can't act like what they did was inherently wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like they did something wrong and now they need to pay for that. God is going to punish them. Like, bro, like, you can't say that. At the end of the day, they have a choice about who they want to invest millions of dollars into. You know what I mean? They have the same choice. Like, if they drafted him, they would have to deal with his father also, and no team wants to do that. Now, I'm being honest with you, bro. I don't think Dion will open his mouth at all about anything that happens with Sheduer, bro. I think now they figured out like, okay, this is something that we gotta do differently. Like we can't be acting like this no more. Browns to the ball. Yo, Sue, real talk. How do you think this is gonna shake out, bro? How do you, like, if you guys had to put money on it, do you think he starts in the next 2 years? Do you think he starts a game in 2 years? I truly just hope that they give him a fair shot, bro. That's all I hope. And you know what's funny is, like, when Odell was acting like a diva. Odell was acting like a diva when he was on his last year on the Giants, right? They shipped him out to Miami. I mean, not Miami. They shipped him out to Cleveland. He said, I felt like they shipped me out to Cleveland to die. Jarvis Landry, when he was in Miami, they shipped him out to Cleveland. He said, I feel like they shipped me out here to die. And now that's low-key what they doing here, bro. That's low-key what they're doing here. He might take over, but Joe Flacco's over there, my boy. Joe Flacco. That's the real deal. Shout out to Joe Flacco, man. You see the bird. You see the real bird, bro. You see the real bird. Shout out to Joe Flacco, man. None of them are beating Joe Flacco out. He's not going to start. He's going to be cut or traded multiple times. I mean, guys, look at Justin Fields, bro. Look at Justin Fields. You know, like, Justin Fields, it didn't work out on his first team. It didn't work out on his second team. But now he's getting paid $20 million a year to start for the New York Jets. Just give it some time, bro. That's what he said, right? That's what he said. They told me bust down my AP. That's what he said. Let me not sing right now, but that's what he said. So at the end of the day, you just got to give it some time. Let's see what Woody's talking about.
Shedeur Sanders, that's part of the equation. The other part of the equation is, okay, if this
Darnold
guy's coming
too.
in, he's not that guy. If he's going to be
Darnold too,
backup,
bro.
Backup quarterbacks are obscure. They're not guys that's in the forefront.
But, bro,
And so,
you know what honestly really upsets me, bro? Is stupid guys like Zach Wilson, stupid guys like Anthony Richardson, even Daniel Jones, even. Bro, like, who are these guys? The guy played like 5 snaps on TV, bro. We never saw him do nothing until the draft came out. And then they come out here and they get picked in the top 10. Why are we ignoring the double standard? Brother, I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. There is a problem in society where we look at black people different than white people. 100%. Nobody's arguing that. The issue is this a case of that? I don't know. I don't know if a black person, if like, let's say it's a famous guy's dad, right? For example, let's say TJ Watt. TJ Watt, in 20 years, his kid comes up and his kid is the best. Let's say Baby Gronk, bro. Baby Gronk, 100%. Baby Gronk comes out and he's the #1 college quarterback ever. And his dad is like, we're not going to this team. We're not going to that team. We're not. You don't think they'll call him arrogant? You don't think they will do the same exact thing? I think the real issue is the fact that how they acted with the owners, bro. That I think that's what it is. And I think it's pretty clear to see. I mean, it all comes into it, bro. It all goes into it. But I mean, thank God Cam Ward is black, bro. Thank God Cam Ward is black, bro. Sue, I mean, you're right, bro. You are absolutely 100% right on that. That's real talk. I'm not going to lie to you. That is real talk. The fact that Archie did that with Eli and I didn't even think about that until just now, I just take back everything I said. There's something going on, folks. There's something. See, that's the thing with me, boys. I'm be honest with you. I'm gonna pick a side and I'm gonna fight on that side. If you make a good argument, I'm gonna hear you out and I'm gonna recalculate everything that's going on in here. And I'm willing to change sides, bro. I'm willing to change sides, but like, all right, if y'all don't think it's racism, now I'm on your side. Now I'm on you guys' side. If y'all don't think it's racism, why Archie did that with Eli? Tell me that. Tell me that, huh? Tell me that. Now, if the interviews were something different, then we can't argue that, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this guy must have been Adolf Hitler in those interviews, bro. He must have been going crazy in those interviews. He must have been like, Shedeur, if you're seeing a cover 2 man over the top, when will you know that it's time to throw the ball away? It's gonna be time when it's perfect timing. but for real, honestly, that's where it gets weird, bro. We've seen Johnny Manziel and we saw Eli Manning. Those two cases at the same time, it makes it really hard for anyone to argue differently. Really, because, and like people are like, oh, Will Howard threw for 4,000 yards. And yeah, but we knew Sheduer was supposed to be a first rounder, bro. We knew it already. That's the thing, that it's getting kind of weird, bro. I'm not going to lie. It's getting kind of weird. They say he didn't interview. That's weird too, bro. Like, you can't do that. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, why does this guy think he's him for real? I told my wife the whole drama, by the way. That's the one time I get to talk about my wife, like, talk to her about sports, is when there's some real good drama, bro. I break it down to her like it's a novella. So, there's this guy. He was the best player ever. Like, you could never imagine someone better than him. He used to play 2 sports. They used to call him prime time. He had his own dance. Now he's retired. He got his son. His son came up. His son is like, he thinks he's him for real, right? Everyone was talking about his son is going to go first. But then he started talking too much. No, but babe, listen to this part. Listen to this part. Right now is the draft, right? They thought he was going to go the top 5. It's pick number 25. He still didn't go. She said, what? No way. He still didn't go. I said, babe, I swear to God, everyone's talking about it. She goes to school the next day. She goes to, not school, chill. She goes to college class next day. And she's like, her friend is married to a real guy like me. Watch football. Her friend knows about the situation too. She come back home day 2 of the draft. She said, babe, he still didn't get picked. I said, he's not picked yet, babe. We're bonding. Me and my wife bonded over Sheduer not getting picked. It's day 3 at this point. I'm like, baby, he still didn't get picked. I know. I've seen it. I'm like, damn, this girl is locked in right now. She knows about Shedeur Sanders. And then finally, round 5 comes around. He gets picked. And that's it. But really, real talk though, I love breaking down sports stuff to my wife when there's so much drama involved. And that, like, there's so much drama in the NFL draft, bro. Like, tell me not, bro. It's actually funny, bro. It's actually funny. Like, and I think maybe it's to boost ratings. I don't know. I saw a conspiracy, guys. This is the conspiracy that I saw. And I think it's far-fetched, but I don't know. Y'all hear this one out. So what I read was that, and I don't believe this, first of all. Let me just say I don't believe it. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's, but what I read is that when the Jaguars traded with the Browns and they gave them pick number 2 for pick number 5, they said you have the right to draft Sheduer wherever you want him. They gave him the rights to Shedeur Sanders and they said pick him wherever you want him, and that's why they took him in the 5th round. And all the other owners agreed and they let him do it. But come on, that don't really make sense, right? It don't make sense. I agree. It doesn't make sense. So I understand it don't make sense. But like, if you get your top quarterback in the 5th round, then let's see his highlights, bro. I would have been fine with the Raiders getting him sit behind Geno in the later rounds. Glad they didn't use an early one. We had a lot of needs to fill. If we didn't have snagged Geno, it would have been different. Draco, listen to this, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Cause a lot of people been giving me a lot of crap about my take on
when you look at
Ashton Jeanty, bro. I don't think Ashton Jeanty is worth a 1st round. Not he's worth the 1st rounder. If you're the Eagles, if you're the Chiefs, if you're the Bills, get an elite playmaker, bro. If you're the Bears, the Raiders, one of these top 5 teams, why are you picking a running back, bro? Why? Like, all right, I just want, like, first play of the highlights, bro. First play of the highlight. 7-yard hitch. Travis Hunter to the house. I want you guys to count with me in this highlight reel how many highlight plays he makes. And if he does make them, trust me, I'm going to be sincere and genuine, and I'm going to tell you that was an amazing throw, first rounder throw. That was an amazing, I mean, he's wide open. The guy's wide open, but look how the pocket is collapsing around him. Look at this. If you guys don't think this is an amazing throw, you're crazy. Absolutely nuts. The pocket is crashing around this guy, and he allows that ball in there. Yes, he's wide open, but your job as a quarterback is to get the ball there. He had a tough time getting it there, even though Jimmy Horn was wide open here. Shout out to Jimmy Horn for getting drafted as well, and he takes it to the crib as well. But remember, guys, he's playing North Dakota State. I'm just saying you. Because why? He was off balance throwing the rock, which is good, but you got to throw a good rock while you're off balance. It was on target just because he was so open. You know what I mean? All right, let's take a look here. Again, pressure in your face. Doesn't throw it away. Gets out of there. Way to sit down. Oh, beautiful throw. Guys, that was gorgeous. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. The only thing I could possibly question is if he should have escaped the pocket or just gotten rid of the ball. Because in the NFL, guys are going to be better. Guys are going to be better, and I don't think Sheduer is like getting out of those in the NFL. We never saw Tom Brady trying to like extend plays like that. You know what I mean? So that's all I would say. We were stupid to get rid of Jacobs. We were near last in rushing last year. We probably should have addressed the offensive line. Absolutely. That's what it is. Before getting Gene T. Bro, I think everyone overreacted to Saquon Barkley, bro. That's what happened. Everyone overreacted to what Saquon Barkley and the Eagles did last year. But they're not understanding, bro. Saquon Barkley had the best offensive line in that freaking history of the NFL. Okay? Obviously, he's going to look amazing. This guy is an amazing talent, and you put him on the most OP offensive line. What do you think is going to happen? You are not going to recreate Saquon Barkley. You are not going to recreate Saquon Barkley on 2024 just because you draft a running back with a top 6 pick. There are different frameworks you have to build in order to make a top running back worth it. Look at the Giants when they drafted Saquon Barkley. They sucked. Saquon even only had a good rookie year. After that, yes, he was injured, but he was never this guy that we see here. All the players on the field are better. Shedeur teammates in the Browns will be better. That line of thinking makes no sense. That's true, but, buddy, he had an open shot at the quarterback. He had an open shot at the quarterback. It doesn't matter if your teammates are better. He already got to the quarterback. You're not gonna outrun him. The reverse hoda. All right, let's see. I don't think he's getting away from that guy. I mean, he could, but it's just my thoughts, guys. It's just my thoughts. It's just my thoughts. All right. Way to step up in the pocket. Delivered. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was nasty, guys. Like, let's be honest. That was disgusting. Steps up in the pocket. I don't know why he's off balance, but I mean, that was a beautiful throw. Yes, a little bit of a push off. Yes, a little bit of a push. I'm just, guys, at this point, I'm splitting hairs. So don't get action. I don't know why they're doing play action. Everyone knows you don't run the ball, buddy. No one is falling for that. Steps up in the pocket, guy in his face, delivers a strike, wide open guy. I mean, we can't really get much out of that, except that he threw the ball when there was a guy in his face. I mean, that's a really good thing. First of all, we got to be blowing out North Dakota State here. We have to be blowing them out. I don't know what we're doing here. Anyways, play action again. Everyone knows you're not throwing it. Beautiful, beautiful throw. I mean, give your guy a chance to win. You got the best quarterback, best receiver in the league. Give him a chance to win. You got to love that one. You got to love that one. God damn. I don't know about that one. I mean, that one makes me rethink everything I said about Travis Hunter. I'll be honest with you. The dance is tough. I mean, that dance, I'll probably get injured doing it. This is the one where I'm like, okay, Travis Hunter. First of all, what is North Dakota State corner doing? He's better than me, obviously. I'm not a freaking college athlete, right? But, bro, look at the ball. Look at the ball. Amazing throw, though. 21-0 to Nebraska. And his first highlight in this game is near the second half. Gotta pay attention to this stuff, guys. This guy had no highlights against Nebraska until 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Let's run it. Beautiful throw. Travis Hunter. Beautiful throw. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. Great throw. Same drive. 2nd and 15. He probably held the ball too long and took a sack. Steps up in the pocket. In between the numbers. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I just don't understand why he didn't go in the first 2-3 rounds, bro. This guy can step up in the pocket, guy in his face, make a throw in between defenders. It's probably going to be lower, like less than the 20-yard throw. Yeah, I mean, that's where his bread and butter is. But Geno Smith has made a career in the NFL. You telling me this guy can't make a career in the NFL? I just don't get it. Lobs it up, underthrown. Defender's not looking back at the ball, but hey, you got to give your receiver a chance to win. In the red zone here, guys, this is only like his 4th highlight of this entire game. It's 28-3. It's the 4th quarter. Good throw, but I'm just like, yeah. But for me, I don't think they're leaving stuff out. And if it's 28-3, it's hard for me to believe there was much that they left out. Hey, shout out to everyone that watches college football, man. If you guys watch college football, I give you guys a lot of respect because I just can't get into it. I love the atmosphere that they have, but I just can't get into it like that. All right, let's put some audio on here. That's how you know I've been pausing too much. We're only 3 minutes into this video. Like, that's a good throw. That's a good throw. But guys, what I want to see when I look at a quarterback truly is like those like window throws, you know what I mean? And it's put in a perfect spot in a window throw. I've only seen one of those so far. We're only 3 minutes in, but everything has been either wide open, over. All right, sorry guys, sorry. I had to restart that. My bad guys. My streaming platform crashed on me, bro. They trying to do me wrong out here, man. They trying to do me wrong out here, but alhamdulillah, we got it back up and running. We got it up back and running. Appreciate everyone that stuck around with me, man. If you guys are still in here, please hit that like button. Let's try to get these numbers back up, man. They hit me down, boys. That was a beautiful freaking evasion, bro. Look at this evasion, how he got out of that. Look at that. The guy beats his man. His offensive line is stinky. But, bro, don't say that. Why are you telling people your offensive line sucks? Why? But, I mean, way to get out of that. Tough, bro. Like, it's tough. That's really tough. He extends plays really well, bro. And he repositions his feet after he extends the play really well. Appreciate you, Draco. You're the man, bro. Appreciate you guys. Anyone that's in here that's sub, man, appreciate you guys. I appreciate it, man. Really, really does mean a lot. He did all this with no line, though. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I agree with you, bro. I 100,000% agree. His line was really bad. So it's tough. It's really tough. I don't think he gave himself the best opportunity to be a top pick. He really just hurt himself, bro. He hurt himself so much. Yes, you want to play for your dad. But, bro, you have to understand that what comes with it, bro. Everybody knows. Let me see this right here. Like, you got to make that a touchdown, bro. This has to be a touchdown, guys. Everyone's behind the receiver. Like, if the ball is thrown to the 40... Is my audio going in and out? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me take a look. Let me take a look here, boys. Let me take a look here, boys. Oh, it's because I'm pausing. I think it's because I'm pausing. But yeah, so... All right, I think we're good. I think it says excellent connection on my end, bro. Alhamdulillah. I appreciate y'all for calling it out, though, man. Hey, boys, if y'all are new here, we like to stream. We like to talk football. I'm a hardcore Ravens fan, man. Let me know what team y'all like. Let me know who y'all support. All that good stuff, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. NFL season is right around the corner. NFL season is right around the corner, and I cannot wait. Absolutely can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good one, boys. But yeah. Anyways, how you guys like your draft picks? I think we talked about Sheduer enough. For me, dude, I told everyone, all of my friends, they said, who you guys want to draft? Who you guys want to draft? Who you guys want to draft? Malachi Starks. I literally, dude, I sent one word back, Starks. That's absolutely all I said. And they said, damn, you want a safety? I said, hell yeah. Right next to Kyle Hamilton. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. And then we got Mike Green, dude. Mike Green, like I said, at some point, the NFL just wants to win. It doesn't matter what you did or what happened or what's surrounding you. They just want to win. Mike Green is a first-round talent, 100%. The fact that we got him where we got him in the second round, dude, honestly, I was open to drafting either of them, Mike Green or Malachi Starks or Will Johnson, really. When we got him in the second round, I was like, nah, way, bro. DeCosta just did it. DeCosta just did it. This is 4th down. This is honestly incredible, bro. Like the 2-minute game, you want someone like Shedeur Sanders, bro. You want someone. I think he's got that clutch factor. Wow, I can't believe that happened, bro. That's honestly incredible, guys. Like him, don't like him, hate him. That's a crazy play. That's a crazy play. No matter how you feel about Shedeur Sanders, that is crazy. That's absolutely crazy. They went for 1, right? I don't even know if they won that game in overtime or not. But like, bro, come on. How do you not expect someone to be ultra confident when they're doing stuff like that? You know what I mean? If that's your life, bro. I know people that go to LA Fitness, hit 5-10 threes, and they think they're Steph Curry, give me the ball every single play. I know people like that. So I don't blame this guy. Now it's in overtime. This is the good thing about not watching the college sports like that, is that you really don't know if they won or not. This is where I went to school, UCF. So that's pretty cool. Fun fact. Oh, wow. Really, Draco? Really? Bro, I'm not going to lie. I knew you guys were going to beat us 100%. I literally was telling people we're going to lose to the Raiders just based off our tackle was that bad, bro. The tackle we had starting last year was that bad, bro. And I'm like, bro, that's where Max Crosby lines up. Thankfully, we actually we put Justice Hill in, and he was like acting like a second tackle, bro. He was just literally right behind the tackle, lined up every year and on every play. Sorry. Oh my God, dude. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, that's Max Crosby is a game wrecker, bro. He can win the freaking game by himself. Look at that. That's beautiful, dude. That's about just. I mean, that's kind of nasty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. These guys have honestly amazing, what's it called? Playmakers, bro.
Shedeur Sanders pulls wide open at the
they're honestly built like
one of those lethal threats.
It's like all makeup, bro. It's all makeup. Their bone, their like grit is just not there, bro, at all. 0%. Horn from Colorado didn't get picked till late rounds. He was good at. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like
that's the 6th one of the game.
Guys, I play a lot of Madden, right? I've seen these guys' names for so long. Jimmy Horn in our Madden leagues, 2nd round pick, latest. Travis Hunter, first, top 5 pick. Shedeur Sanders, top 5 pick. All these guys are, I know all their names, you know what I mean? So I was really shocked when I saw, wow, this guy's a beast, bro. Number 10. I don't even know who that is. He's made a lot of plays on this highlight reel. And it's all yards after catch. And that's really what it is, bro. You guys are not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this at all. I know. And you might think it's because I'm a Raven fan. You might think so. But it's true. If I wasn't a Raven fan, I don't know. I think I would feel the same, but I really don't know. But truly, I think Joe Burrow is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL, and I said it. I think Joe Burrow is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL, and I said it. I think, honestly, Shedeur Sanders is pretty close to Joe Burrow, in my opinion. That's what I think. I think Sheduer and Joe Burrow have the same ceiling. I think Sheduer could be Joe Burrow, 100%. If you give Sheduer, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins, I think he will be Joe Burrow. I think he will start smoking cigars and modeling wherever Joe Burrow models at and trying to make up cool, fancy quotes and Instagram posts. He could do the same thing, bro. He could do the same thing. They're both game managers, bro. They both will give the ball to their... You're tripping? Hey, man. I'm just saying. Look, all right, now we're going to talk about Joe Burrow. Listen. It always comes back to Joe Burrow for me. I think it's my hottest take. I'll be honest with you. But the thing is, bro, I truly believe it, bro. I truly believe it. You are not going to tell me Joe Burrow is on the same level as Lamar, Mahomes, Josh Allen. I will never believe that, bro. Joe Burrow, when he doesn't have two wide receiver ones, is a Pop-Tart. I think when Joe Burrow doesn't have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, he is a Pop-Tart. I think so, bro. Look at this throw. Like, that's not a good throw. That's a terrible throw. Why? What is that throw? Like, guys, you know, when I get new data, you know that I will take the data in and make a new opinion about that data. I got the new data. Let's take a look at the new data, right? This is our data. Empty pocket, 3-man rush, no one in his face. 1st and 10. You got your man beat. The man is beat, bro. Look, pause it right here. You can't see it. It's probably blurry, but he's got his man beat, bro. 100%. You lob that ball deep, it's going to be a touchdown. He underthrew him, and I don't know what that was. But, like, all right, this is a good... Look at him. He's got his hand up. He said, I'm wide open. Why is he underthrown that much? What the heck is that, bro? I'm sorry, but what was that? If I truly, and I'm being 100% honest, bro. If I was a GM, I saw that one throw, I would never draft him. If I saw that one throw, he had no pressure in his face. He had the best wide receiver in the world running wide open. All you got to do is lead him. Any starting quarterback in the NFL is making a touchdown there. Why are you underthrowing him, bro? That's an interception right there in the NFL. Should have been an interception in college. I don't know how it wasn't. It's because they put too much respect on Travis Hunter and he didn't want to turn his head. If it wasn't Travis Hunter, I think the corner has like enough confidence to turn his head, see the ball coming. But he's like, oh crap, I'm guarding Travis Hunter. Let me just keep running. And how can the Ravens get past the Chiefs in your opinion? Oh my God, dude. Well, first of all, last year we didn't play the Chiefs. We played the Bills. So it doesn't even make sense for us to talk about the Chiefs, really. We just gotta stop beating ourselves, bro. I watched that game. I streamed my reaction to that game. If you guys like my type of content, guys, make sure to hit that notification button, guys, because my schedule is pretty crazy. I'll be honest with you. It's a pretty crazy schedule. I stream at random times all the time. So make sure to hit that notification button, subscribe button, like button, and just show love. But anyways, dude, first of all, we could not stop the run against the Buffalo Bills last year. The Buffalo Bills were running the ball on us like I never saw in my life, and it made me not want to watch football anymore, bro. They were literally beating us down with the run, bro. Thank you, old fogey. Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's 100% Brock Purdy, bro. It's Brock Purdy with a PR team, and it's a bad PR team. Let me tell you that. The PR team sucks. Let me ask you this, guys. I just truly, for those that are active in the chat right now, just answer this question. You've seen Brock Purdy for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, however long he's been in the NFL. You've seen him. You know what he is. You know what he does. If you put Brock Purdy back into the NFL draft this last Friday, where would he get picked? Just answer that question. Where would Brock Purdy, with everything that we know about him, how well he did in the NFL, Where would he get picked right now in the NFL draft? That's the question I want you guys to answer. Top 5, top 10, first round, second round. What do you guys think? Because I think he would go in the top 5, 100%. Everything that we know about Brock Purdy, I think he's good enough for many of these teams to take him and be like, hey, that's our guy. We're going to rock with him. We seen what he did. Purdy's overrated, good with only Shanahan, just like Garoppolo. That you might have that opinion, but bro, where would he get picked? Because the thing is, bro, 3rd and 5th? Are you saying third round or 3rd overall? Top 5, I agree. I think he's going top 5, bro. But you know what I hate is like people will say like, honestly, I'd say above Cam Ward, number 1. Thank you. Respect the fancy. I agree. Now you're telling me Shedeur Sanders can't beat Brock Purdy? That's what my mind is. That's what my mind says, right? It's like, okay, I know Shedeur Sanders is not Lamar Jackson or one of these amazing guys, but bro, he has the poise and he has, the decision making. Appreciate you, Spartan. You're the man, brother. You're the man. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he has the arm. His arm is not like a cannon. And we just saw that, bro, from that last clip against Cincinnati. We saw that he doesn't have a cannon arm. He's shown a couple clips where he's like really chucking it deep. And he's like, oh, they're not going to say my arm's weak. But I mean, brother, I just saw it. There was no one in your face. You underthrew Travis Hunter by 5 yards, which makes me honestly believe Travis Hunter would have had a crazy season. Nobody's trading for Brock Purdy like that. I mean, bro, I think they are. I really, truly do think they are, especially if he's going to be on a rookie contract, bro. Why wouldn't you, bro? You know what this guy gives you, bro. You know what he gives you. Do you want like Jared Goff on a $150 million contract or Brock Purdy on a rookie contract? It's just so obvious, bro. It's just so obvious. And that's really why these quarterbacks get drafted so late. I mean, so early is because, bro, it's like if I know I got a guy, if I got a guy that's like good enough to win, then my team is good right now. I want this guy that's going to be on this rookie deal that I can build my team around. Is that really a thing? Are the Niners really not trying to pay him right now? I don't think so, bro. I haven't heard of any controversy. I think they're going to pay him, bro. Why wouldn't you? That's a dot right there, bro. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, he doesn't have the power, but the precision, bro. He has precision, bro. Look at this freaking touch throw. Guy in his face, trusts himself. Number 1 thing, brother. Trust yourself and trust your receiver. He is open, but it's not very open. He puts that mustard on the throw. The mustard goes whoop, right there, the touch. Travis Hunter makes an amazing play right there. Sheduer also made an amazing play. So, I mean, the touch is there, guys. It's the precision is there. He just doesn't have that cannon arm where it's like, okay, that should have been a touchdown. Look at this precision. Beautiful throw. I mean, my guy's better than yours, bro. My guy's better than yours. All right, let me read some of these comments real quick. Shedeur Sanders deserved much higher. I agree. First round may be a reach. Second round is a good spot. Third round will be a steal. Fourth round, all 32 teams should want him. This was the craziest slide ever. I could not have said it better myself. I absolutely agree with you 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Now the Niners cleared the house. They're paying him. Yeah, the only reason that I would be like hesitant if I was the Niners is just because like they do have guys that are getting older. George Kittle's getting older. Fred Warner's getting older. What's his name? Big boy, offensive tackle. What's his name? Let me remember his name. Armstead? No, it's not Armstead, is it? Can't remember buddy's name. But yeah, he's old too, bro. Like they're all old. Those are like really the centerpieces of their team, offensive and defense. They got like Ayuk is probably like 26, 27, 28. Purdy is probably 25. CMC is older too, bro. Like their window's really closing. I don't know who's a Niner fan in here, but Trent Williams. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, my fault, guys. My fault. But yeah, like their window is definitely closing up. I think, like, I don't know. I could see why they would maybe want to restart. But I think Brock Purdy is a solid piece, bro. And like, there's so much talent in every single NFL draft. You could really reload in 2 years and like be right back in the mix. And I think Shanahan, John Lynch, they are really smart over there. If you guys have like a winning culture, they're just gonna keep winning, bro. That's good teams stay good, bro. Good teams stay good from drafting. Look at the Eagles, how they drafted this last Jihad Campbell, bro. They always are taking the value, bro. They're always at the end of the draft, and they just sit tight, take the best player that always falls to them because these guys are idiots, and then they just like, bro, look how many teams drafted offensive line this year. Like, and I truly don't know if these guys are good or not, but I just want you guys to think about it. Just think about it. If there's 32 teams, right, and 20 of them are drafting offensive line in the first round, right? Are you telling me there's 20 guys, offensive linemen, 20 of them that are worth a first round pick? Or are you just scared? They're just scared and they're like, we need to take an offensive lineman, so we're going to take one no matter what. And they end up taking a sorry player. And it's like, why not just take someone that you know is going to impact winning? He's going to come in and make you guys more likely to win the game. Why wouldn't you do that? Why are you taking the 20th best offensive lineman when you can take the number one corner, take the number one safety, take the number one linebacker? Jihad Campbell, Malachi Starks, Will Johnson, none of them were taken until, bro, when were they taken? Starks was 27 to the Ravens. Jihad Campbell went to the Eagles at 32. And then Will Johnson was a second rounder. Yeah, I think there was a couple other corners taken. I mean, unless you're counting Travis Hunter, which I don't. The only DBs that were taken was Malachi Starks was the first one. What the heck, dude? Like, take the best safety in the draft. Only one receiver was, two receivers. There was Golden was taken, and then Tet was taken. You telling me you'd rather have the 18th worst offensive lineman than the third best receiver? What? No, bro. Iman Wari he's like a combine merchant, bro. Respectfully. And also we have, yeah, you're right. He does fit the Ravens better. Like, we have Kyle Hamilton that's going to play in the box. So we needed that safety to really be out there as a DB. And then, bro, it was not 5 offensive linemen. You're really gonna make draft results. NFL. Let's look. Cause there's absolute. I mean, maybe I'm tripping, but it felt like every other pick was offensive lineman, bro. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me just make sure y'all can see real quick. All right, y'all can see. All right, so we got quarterback, receiver, edge, 1 offensive lineman. 2 offensive linemen, 3 offensive linemen, 4 offensive linemen, 5, maybe I'm tripping, 6, damn, I really was tripping, 7, 8 Malachi Starks, bro. Like, I'm like, I just, even James Pierce, that's another player I really wanted, was James Pierce, and then Malachi Starks. I also wanted Will Johnson, I'm not gonna lie, but there must be something going on with his injuries. Like, I know he was injured a lot, but like, it must be really bad, guys, because I thought Will Johnson was the number 1 corner. I thought he was a top 5 pick, truly. But another thing, guys, and I know I'm back on the same point, but is there really like 3 running backs worth a first round pick? Gene T. Who else went? Who else? Omarion Hampton. And then I think another one went. Oh, they went in the start of the second. But guys, I mean, let me know if you agree with me, bro. Let me know if you agree with me, bro. But like, what is a running back without a good offensive line? Nothing. Like, I don't see Ashton Jeanty, and when I see him, I think no matter where he goes, he's gonna be 100% a amazing running back. No, I don't. I truly don't. And I think I'm gonna avoid him in fantasy redrafts. I think I am, because guys, I want good players on good teams. I'm tired of having good players on bad teams, and that's what Ashton Jeanty looks like to me. He looks like a great player on a bad team. I think the Raiders are gonna be better, but I mean, there's a reason that nobody knows who their running back was last year. Yes, we know it was Alexander Madison, but he didn't. I don't even like. Did he break 400 rushing yards last year? I don't think so. I couldn't even. I don't know. That's the point I'm trying to make. I don't know. I just work here, bruh. I don't know. Barry Sanders working in college, and he had more yards after contact than any other. Yeah, but do you really think he's gonna? Like, NFL players can't tackle Jeanty? I get it. The guy plays sorry schools, bro. The guy, now I'm gonna sound like a hater. I know I'm gonna sound like a hater, bro. I know. But the thing is, bro, as a running back, you gotta be Derrick Henry for them to not be able to tackle you. And even then, Derrick Henry gets stuffed in the backfield if he doesn't pick up steam. Even Saquon Barkley, the most elusive guy in the NFL, on the Giants, was getting stuffed in the backfield. More than not. Like, it would be like 1 yard gain, 2 yard gain, -3, 50 yards. If he breaks one in the game, it's gonna be a 50-yarder to the crib. You know what I mean? Other than that, the man was getting stuffed a lot, bro. Like, he was actually getting really stuffed. Pause. Good throw. He layered the throw. Like I said, bro, this guy's a really good game manager. If the throw is under 20 yards, he's going to be able to make a really good throw. I noticed something interesting about the Seahawks. Look at their second, third, and fourth round picks. McDonald, yes, bro. Absolutely. Yo, respect the fancy. Take a look at the Seahawks, who they drafted. Let's take a look.
With the 234th pick in the 2025
All right,
NFL Draft.
Everybody shut up. All right, Gray Zabel. Tight end. Milrow, Van Worry. Hey, Van Worry, who is he? He's Kyle Hamilton. 100%. Rangy, long, athletic. You're making up something crazy over 11.3 seconds. What did I say? Wait, what did I say crazy? I know I be talking a lot, bro. I know. My fault. But I'm just saying, like, I just say what I feel, bro. I think, honestly, bro, the steal of the draft was in round 2. And I know it's because of legal issues, bro. I'll be honest. But this man, where is he at? Mike Green, bro. Mike Green is something different than I ever seen in my life, bro. Mike Green is something different than I'm a Ravens fan, bro. I don't know what it's like to have a crazy pass rusher, bro. I mean, yes, Kyle Van Noy really was going crazy for us. Look at that. Mike Green, A+. 100%. I agree, buddy. I don't know who you are, but I agree. Let's take a look at this. They're getting free advertising off me. They're going to hit me with the copyright, but it's free advertisement, my boy. Hey, Messi got a drink now? What the heck? Oh, hell no. We don't want no film study. We just want the highlights, my boy. But thank you. I mean, a 2-minute highlight tape is not that great, but that doesn't give me a lot of promise. But damn, he beat him quick too. I think Mike Green was a steal of the draft. But yo, old fogey, what I make up that was crazy, bro? What did I say? What did I say that was crazy? Yeah, the Packers finally picked up a receiver, bro. And I think it's because Josh Jacobs. I wasn't even looking, honestly. Like, that one wasn't all that. I'm not going to lie. Like, that took a long time to develop. I mean, but the running back helped out there, too. Yes, bro. I absolutely agree, bro. Malachi Starks at 27 is... Oh, 29, sorry. It's just... No, it was 27, bro. But yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, the draft was deep at D-line and 100%, bro. You know what's funny, bro? In the first round, Ravens were on the clock, and I told my boy watching the draft with him, he was like, Mike Green. I'm like, bro, I don't want someone from a small school. I want someone that's like from Ohio State, like a real pass rusher that was playing against NFL ready linemen, winning consistently. Right here, you see he's playing against Ohio State, bro. He wrecked that game against Ohio State. In the first round, I didn't want him. The second round, I had absolutely no thought in my mind told me this guy was going to be there in the second round. Look at this. Look at that win, bro. Like, look at that win. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of Odafe Owe, bro. I want a real edge, bro. All offseason, I've been asking for an edge, bro. Who else went to Marshall? Who else was from Marshall? Marshall. I never knew someone else went to Marshall. Jim Marshall. Oh my God. Marshall University. Let's see. Who else went to Marshall, bro? Rasheen Ali. The freak? That's our running back that we have now. Vinny Curry, Aaron Dobson. I don't see anyone crazy. Oh, I thought that was Aaron Donald, bro. I got scared for a minute. Let's see. Ryan B. Don't know him. Who? Oh, Randy Moss. No, but he said defensive ends. I just saw Randy Moss there. Daryl Roberts, corner. Norm Wiley. I don't see any defensive ends that I know, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. It's actually crazy that Randy Moss went to Marshall, though. You telling me no other school wanted Randy Moss, bro? Was he not good in high school or something? I mean, there he came in absolutely free. So we didn't really seeing much there. Oh, that's tough. My boy got aura, bro. At the end of the day, aura is a real thing, bro. Aura is a real thing, bro. And this guy, Mike Green, definitely has aura. Look how he beats that spin move. I think the spin move is his go-to. I don't know much about him, guys. I'll be honest. I haven't watched him. I don't watch college sports, but like I'm already seeing this guy's spin move is different. That's a hold, and he still got the sack, bro. Against the Raging Cajuns. Shout out to Jaden Duggar. You got whooped, my boy. Shout out to Jaden Duggar. You got whooped, boy. I hope they beat him. I don't think they did. I think they only had one loss. This guy got aura. Who's my favorite college team? UCF Knights, Florida State Seminoles. I'm from Florida. I went to UCF. I grew up a Seminole fan, but I went to UCF. That's where I school. You don't think Mike Green has aura, bro? Come on, dog. You gonna make me look up some. You don't think Mike Green has aura? You tripping. Nah, I saw the picture already. Mike Green, black face, mask. What the freak? Black visor. Let me do visor. Alright, come on, dog. Like, I'm just saying, bro. My dog got aura, bro. You telling me bro don't got aura? Y'all can't even see it. Give me a second. Let me show you, bro. Let me show you the aura real quick, bro. Let me show you the aura real quick, my boy. Peep. Look at that spin move, Brody. Come on now, dog. He gets money. He gets money. Who the heck is this? George Pickens. That's why I was tripping. I was like, who is that, bro? George Pickens in a Cowboys jersey. I mean, they don't really need him. They got CD. I don't really know if they need a second receiver like that. That's one thing that I was like really intrigued about. I'm a, AFC North fan. I was like, bro, are they really gonna trade George Pickens? Because as far as I know, every single Steelers fan be glazing George Pickens. Oh, yeah. Bro, I'm not going to lie, dog. So, I mean, they did rob us, bro. We should have been the national champs. And I still tell everyone we were national champs because nobody beat us, bro. Nobody beat us. Hey, you know, you went to the same high school as him, bro? Shout out to Lafayette High. I didn't even know. 2017. That's when I went to school there, bro. Hey, that's when I went to UCF, was 2017, bro. I was in there, bro. We had the bounce house going. It was crazy. Mackenzie Mitchell. Damn, those years are crazy, bro. And like I said, guys, I never liked college football. I just couldn't get into it. I was always just an NFL guy, right? I went there. We had the best team ever. You know what I mean? And I was just like, damn, it's kind of crazy. I go here right now. So I'm like, let me start supporting these guys. But then Nebraska stole our coach. Hell yeah, my boy Williamsburg, Virginia, man. Yeah, man. Oh, I thought Lafayette High was going to be in Louisiana, bro. Lafayette, Louisiana, you feel me? But I actually live in Virginia right now, bro. So, yeah. The more you know. The more you know. But yeah, I mean, one thing that I'm actually really curious about, bro, is what the heck are the Steelers going to do at quarterback this year? They went out and they traded a second round pick for DK Metcalf. And they gave him $30 million a year. And now they're starting Will Howard. They're starting Will Howard out here. And I truly don't know what Will Howard plays like. But, I mean, he's going to be in our division. Let's take a look at him, bro. Let's take a look and see if this guy's actually going to be serious. I think they probably sign, what's his name? Aaron Rodgers. Most likely they're going to sign Aaron Rodgers, but I mean, this is the guy they drafted. I remember when they drafted Mason Rudolph. And this dude, Big Ben, was it Mason Rudolph? Yeah, I think it was. Mason Rudolph was. Nah, bro. Aaron Rodgers is not going to retire, bro. That guy has way too much ego. Respectfully. I love Aaron Rodgers. If I saw the man, I would never, disrespect him. And I'm not trying to disrespect him. I don't like speaking on people in a bad way when they're not here, even if he's a celebrity. But truly, if you think Aaron Rodgers doesn't have that chip on his shoulder where he's going to be like, hell no, I'm not letting them kick me out the league. Bro, he's done too much in this NFL for people to just kick him out the league. He's going to have a team that wants him. I don't know what's going on right now. It seems like he's going to the Steelers, but yeah, we'll see. I just really hope Will Howard is not good, bro. With all due respect. Has nothing personal against you. You can be good on your second team. I really hope you suck on your rookie contract. That's what I mean. Yeah, he's slow. He's a big guy, though. I'm going to give you an NFL comp. I just got to see him, and then I'll give you the comp. I mean, that was a great throw. Who is that, Jeremiah Smith? You can't really fault someone for having an elite weapon because that's what you're supposed to have, bro. You're supposed to have elite weapons. You're supposed to have people that make your job easier. And that's why I hate when people talk down on Brock Purdy for that. Because you're supposed to, bro. Like, if he didn't have it, then you would be saying he's bad because he doesn't have it. That was a really good run, actually. Maybe he's not that slow, bro. I can actually see it with this guy, bro. Like, why did he fall? Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, Daniel Jones went in the top 5, bro. What are we talking about right now? You know what I mean? Like, we can be hard on these guys all we want and nitpick every little small thing. But, bro, at the end of the day, there was an NFL GM that drafted Daniel Jones in the first 5 picks of the draft. You're telling me his tape is better than this? And, bro, Will Howard plays for one of the top programs in the freaking world. Ohio State, bro. He's playing against a top competition. I don't know what exactly happened. Maybe he's looked down upon because they didn't like achieve the national championship, but I don't know. Maybe that's why. I don't know enough about this guy. But bro, like from what I've seen, Daniel Jones is not better than him. I have a Daniel Jones standard. Should this guy be drafted in the top 5? Like, is he better than Daniel Jones? What I've seen right now, I think so. It looks like they like to do a lot of read option. Maybe this guy is an athlete and I just don't know about him. Stands in the pocket, delivers a strike, a little underthrown, a little bit underthrown. Fade route. Oh my God, bro. Oh my goodness. What the freak? Jeremiah Smith. Just had to make sure, bro. Just had to make sure. This guy is going to be an absolute monster. Let me just tell you that right now. Just saying. He's going to be a top 2 pick. I think Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Smith, top 2 picks next year, bro. If they don't, they're stupid. That's all I have to say. If they don't, they're stupid. Travis Hunter is a top 2 pick. That guy, 100,000 million, billion, bajillion % needs to be a top 2 pick. I don't care. Unless there's some crazy quarterback that I never heard of in my life that comes out and sets the world on fire and looks like the next coming of Dan Marino. That guy is going to change a franchise, bro. Better than Marvin Harrison already. I already know. He's going to be better. God dang. That was disgusting. Who's number 2? Okay, he did have the corner route open though. I'm not going to lie to you. This guy's weapons are freaking crazy, bro. Ohio State got some weapons out there. Jeremiah Smith catches everything, bro. He catches everything. Who is number 2? This guy is eating as well. Number. Caleb Downs. Oh, duh. Okay, I know that name. Let me see what y'all been saying. Thank you for saying that. Some people think that Joe Burrow isn't good because he has Jamar Chase. You must have missed my Joe Burrow take, right? My favorite player right now, all time, Ed Reed. All time is Ed Reed. Right now, it might be Kyle Hamilton, bro. It might truly be Kyle Hamilton. I love K-Ham, even though he sold us against the Browns this year. I'm not gonna lie, he did sell us. But these highlights are actually really impressive, and I'm most impressed by the receivers, if I'm being honest. Who's Lenoris Sellers? Lenoris Sellers. Quarterback. South Carolina. Did he play this year? He played this year, bro. Is he actually like that? Is he actually like that? Is he actually like that? Is he going to be in this mock draft if I open it up? Oh, Arch Manning, bro. Oh, my God. You know, he's going first no matter what. Jeremiah Love? What? Where is my guys, bro? First of all, where's my guys? I mean, I could be tripping, bro. Maybe I'm not a scout, but I mean, from what I saw. Oh, Caleb Downs is a safety? Okay, I looked up the wrong guy. Where is Jeremiah Smith not eligible yet? Oh, he's not eligible for the draft. Okay. That makes sense. I don't get this eligibility stuff. Why? How long do you have to play to be eligible? How long do you have to play? Why is Jeremiah Smith not eligible for the draft? He got 3 years removed from high school. Okay. Makes sense. Simple enough. That's kind of sucks, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That really does suck, bro. I mean, now it doesn't suck as much because they are making millions of dollars. But if your goal is really to make the NFL, bro, then it really sucks because football is such a freaking dangerous game. Oh, yeah, bet. Yeah, I just looked that up. Sellers finished top 10 in Heisman voting, but he was a redshirt freshman, so he won't be in the draft until 2026. Damn, really? Didn't know that. Is Garrett Nusimir really that good? He's at LSU, right? I mean, bro, I think it's too early to be talking about these guys because I'm not going to lie. I was hearing Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers. I was hearing about all those guys years ago. Years ago, I was hearing about them. DJ Ugalele. And then look what happened. They just fall off the earth. So it's like, let's give it some time, bro. They're going to have to show out in their draft eligible year, you know? And then that's when it's like, boom, perfect time to get drafted. Which is like, damn, I know Sheduer wishes he just would have went back to school. This guy really be running the read option, bro. Is he Josh Allen? Am I tripping and this guy is really Josh Allen? And the Steelers just drafted him? He's a big, stocky guy that likes to fling it and he runs the read option a lot. What am I missing here? What am I missing? This might be the year I have to start watching college football, bro. I need to start watching these guys because highlights are not giving it justice as to like what's really happening. Because I have too many opinions that are just so off of what like most people think about in the NFL. Like people will think this guy's elite, and I just think he's not really that great, really. And like I'm higher on Jared Goff than most people are. Because of what? Because of how they treat, sorry to say this, go Tigers, but Joe Burrow. Like, I truly think Jared Goff and Joe Burrow are more similar than people give him credit for. But Joe Burrow has crazy PR. He smokes cigarettes. And that's going to be the last time I say Joe Burrow in the stream. That's it. I'm done. No more Joe Burrow talk. But truly, if there's one player that I hate, it's that guy. That I'm not going to say his name anymore. Not that I hate him as a person, just as a player. You know what I mean? Respect as a person. As a player, it's just like, damn. Lame out, boy. Who is this number 2 receiver, bro? Because I know that ain't Caleb Downs. I mean, this guy's pretty good, bro. I'm not going to lie. That's a freaking nice throw, bro. And I'm not going to lie, we always have issues with the Steelers too. Like the Ravens, we struggle to beat Duck Hodges, bro. We struggle to beat Mason Rudolph when they are the starters. You know what I mean? Last year we lost to Russ and he wasn't playing like elite level football. Yeah, his aura is what is his whole brand. His whole brand is aura right now, bro. His whole brand is on aura mode. Dun. Stop, bro. Why are we talking about aura right now? I'm just saying, Joe Burrow as a player is not as good as people think he is. Respect. Like, that's it. That's all I got to say. His tendencies are to check the ball down. He's very smart quarterback, game winner, game manager, high level, top 5 guy, top 10 guy, I would say. Top 10 for sure. Lamar, Mahomes, Allen. Those guys, any order you want to put them in, I can agree with you. Any order you want to go, I'm not going to be mad at it. Okay? 4. Who's 4? Who's the 4th best quarterback in the NFL? Because I want to think this through before I mess this up. I want to think this through before I say something that I'm going to regret for the rest of my life. Who's the rookie of the year last year? Not a quarterback, right? Bro, last year was so far away. Burrow? Let's go to ChatGPT, bro. Let's go to ChatGPT. Let's see what ChatGPT is thinking. Who are the best QBs in the NFL. No glaze. No glaze. Got it. No glaze. Straight up, real talk. Here's how it stands right now as of 2025 based on actual performance. Of course, they put Joe Burrow in there. Lame boy. Oh, hell no. They got CJ Stroud in tier 1. Jalen Hurts got to be tier 1, bro. Jalen Hurts has to be tier 1. After what he did, no shot, bro. No shot. They got Jordan Love in tier 3. Come on, dude. What are we talking about, bro? I'm not gonna lie, Joe Burrow's top 5. Instead of CJ Stroud, we gotta go with Jalen Hurts. That's my top 5 right there. No order. That's my top 5. That's my top 5. Let me go to the tier maker. Tier maker. Yeah, there we go. All right, guys, here we go. S tier. S tier is not going to be many people. They got Carson Wentz here? What's going on with this one? All right, so let's go to a different one. Let's go to a newer one. NFL QB, because that one's too old. That one's way too old. All right, 2021, 2025. Bro, where's the 2025 QBs? I don't see it, bro. Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. Okay. Josh Allen, I see you, boy. I'm going to put you at S. Okay. And then we got to go with Mahomes. This is no order for the tiers, guys. We got to go Hurts. And then that's it. For me, that's it in that tier. Actually, no, hell no. That's my tier right there. Okay. And then we'll go with Burrow. Where's Burrow at? Where's Burrow at? I don't see him. Maybe. Oh, there he is. Okay. So this is my top 5. Allen, Mahomes, Lamar, Hurts, Burrow. Top 5. A tier. Now, in that same A tier, is there anyone else? Where's Stafford? I'd put Stafford in there. Stafford is A right now. Tell me if y'all think I'm tripping. Damn. The more you know. Respect the fancy, the more you know, bro. Yo, fancy. I think you just changed my life. No homo pause on that. Real talk. Appreciate that, bro. All right, so I think that's where I end this tier off at. I think that's it. Maybe I can put Jaden Daniels in there. Maybe Spencer Rattler A tier. I think maybe Jaden Daniels in there. Yeah. Will Levis? No, I'm just joking. Okay. Next tier. We got C tier. This is kind of tough. I'm not going to lie, boys. We got B tier. Sorry. I am going to put, let's see, Brissett. We're going to go in D. I think if you have Brissett as your starter, you're just like, nah, I'm really upset that he's my starter. But like, he's not an F. You know what I mean? You're not going to go out there and embarrass yourself every... All right. Who's this guy's name? He's the backup for Burrow, but what's his name? Forgot his name. Anyway, Derek Carr, C. Just a little bit better than Brissett. If he's your starter, you're not as like pessimistic as Brissett, but you're definitely not optimistic. Cousins, solid B. Daniel Jones, D. Actually, F. You don't want to know why, bro? Daniel Jones is an F because of that contract as well, bro. If you have him as your starter, you're just like, damn, we're paying this guy how much for what? Andy Dalton, D. He's the same thing as Brissett, backup quarterback, decent enough. Darnold, B. Just like Kirk, you're optimistic. If he's on the right team, he could win it for you. Justin Fields is a C. Has shown a lot of flashes, but also has shown I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want this guy to be my starter. You know what I mean? He's not like solid enough to just be my starter forever. You know? For that reason, I got him C. Flaquito. D. He's just like Dalton, just like Brissett. You're going to win some games with him. You're going to have some good fantasy performances from your wide receiver 1 because he's going to throw that thing. He is going to launch that thing. But you don't want him being your starter. If he's your starter, either your guy's hurt or your franchise is in like a limbo stage. So for that reason, yep. Okay, Jared Goff. It feels wrong to put him in B. Is that Raven sign in the back hand drawn? It looks sick, bro. Hey, appreciate you, my boy. These are both actually hand drawn and painted. This one, my wife did it, and then this one, I did it myself. I'm not gonna lie, I messed up on like the top part. I should not have done that. I don't know, but I honestly was just over it, and I was just like, I want this to be finished, and I want to just put it up. So I did some random designs on there. So, anyways, Justin Herbert. Oh my God, this is where it gets actually dicey, bro. Because Justin Herbert has not done more than Jared Goff to be considered above him. But I'm way more optimistic for Herbert than I am Jared Goff. So I'm going to put him in. That's a tough one, bro. He hasn't won games at all. I'm going to put him in B tier. I think he can definitely go to A tier, but I just don't know. You know what I mean? I just don't know. Anyways, Jordan Love is a B guy. He's a B guy, right? I don't have these in order. I can put him in order. I definitely think he's better than Kirk. I think this is how this tier should go. Herbert, better than Goff. Darnold had an amazing year, but he got to do it more than once. And then Kirk, and then Jordan Love. CJ Stroud, where's he at? Where's this kid at? Dak is shiesty too, bro. He's in B. B tier has got a lot of guys for me, bro. It's going to have a lot of guys. B is like a lot of different guys. I think Baker's a B too. I think Kyler's a B. I think Tua's a B. Caleb Williams, so far, C. He's been a C so far. Because it really hasn't shown. And Stroud is a B as well. That's honestly, all these guys are just in that same tier. And I think Jaden Daniels is honestly in that same tier as well. You got to show me more than one season of it, bro. These guys separated themselves. These three definitely separated themselves from the top guys. And then these elite guys definitely separated themselves from the next tier. So, no Love, top of C. I don't know what that means. But, you see what I'm saying? Oh, Love should be top of C. I see what you mean. But no, I think he's right there. I think all these guys are in the same tier. If I had to actually rank them how I thought, it would be Love there, Stroud right above Love, and then yeah, this is how I would rank it. And I think these guys are B plus and these guys are B minus. I think Tua was actually a C maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I think all these guys can be elite any given year. Like you can see them. I could easily see Baker having a better year than Jordan Love, or Jordan Love having a better year than Herbert, or you know what I mean? That's what I can see at any given time. Let's see if I'm missing anyone actually big. Anthony Richardson, C, bro. You got to show me something more. Rodgers, at this point, C. That's pretty much it, right? Oh, Drake May. Drake May is him. I love Drake May, bro. I got him right there. B. He could go up to A at any given point as well. Other than that, is there anyone else that I'm missing? Oh, Bryce is... I don't even know who these guys are. Like, who are these guys? They got Spencer Rattler up here. Brock Purdy. I don't even know who these guys are. Like, who are these guys? They got Spencer Rattler up here. Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is above him. Brock Purdy would be right there. I think Dak needs to go down behind Tua. Tua's good, bro. Tua is good. He's just been hurt. That's how I would have it, guys. T-Law, C right now, bro. Your time is almost up. Like, I'm sorry, T-Law, but another bad year, they're going to give up on you, buddy. This is like we can give up on you. The C tier is like you can be given up on. Caleb is not going to be given up on, but like he just has not shown anything at all. 0%. He's shown nothing. So we got to put him in C. I'd put him in F. If he didn't have the first overall pick, he'd be an F. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Burrow S+ tier. Hey, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Let me know if there's anything you guys disagree with in these rankings. But I think that's pretty much how it goes. If it was me, it'd be like this. It'd be Mahomes, Lamar, and then Allen. But this for only last season or all time. This is for last season. Last season. Current rankings right now. This is what I would. But honestly, if I would take Drake May over Jordan Love, and I would take Herbert over Jordan Love too. That's how I would have it. I would take Bryce over these guys though. I would take Bryce over all these guys. Me personally, just from how I view Bryce Young, I would take him over those guys. I like him a lot, bro. Kyler's Dookie. Yeah. That's it. Voila. This is my masterpiece. Voila. That's crazy that Daniel Jones is my only F. But no, really, like, these guys are all Fs too. Like, he's an F. He's an F. DeVito's an F. Garoppolo's an F. Huntley's an F. Oh, Bo Nix. I forgot about Bo Nix. I put him in here. You got to put him over Bryce Young right now. Right there. And I put Bryce Young and Bo Nix because of youth. Geno Smith, where is he at? Did I miss him? Geno is also a B. Like I told you guys, my B is going to be a fat B. It's all Bs. Because these guys really haven't separated from each other. Jaden Daniels is like 0.5 away from separating. If he comes out in the first 2 weeks of the year, he has an amazing season. I'm like, okay, I've seen everything I need to see from him. He's him. Tua is above Geno for sure. Baker's above Geno for sure. Baker balled out last year, guys. Like, no matter what you say, Baker balled out. That's it. That's all I got. Yezerski. But all right, boys. I think I'm going to end the stream here. It's been absolute pleasure hanging out with y'all, man. If you guys want me to stream tomorrow morning, tomorrow at the same time, like 1 p.m., let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'd love to stream. Make sure to hit that follow button, that subscribe. Sorry, it should be at the top of the screen. Hit that subscribe button, man. Juice, it's been fun with you, man. Go Tigers, it's been fun. Respect the Fancy. Appreciate you tuning into the stream. For real, my boy, it's been nice. Who else was in here the whole time? Old Fogey. I think you probably gone by now, but appreciate you, man. I gotta thank everyone that was in here. Draco, appreciate you for being in here. Thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And I'll see y'all boys next time. Preach, preach, preach. Go Ravens. Hey, dap me up, dog. Hey, dap me up. Dap me up, boy. Dap me up, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Go Ravens. Cowboys record prediction, 8-8.